G'day everyone, it's Chris here, back with Rugby 25. Today's just a short little video. I just want to highlight with everyone that I'm trying to do a bit of an experiment with Super Rugby. Um, from looking at the developer forum for Rugby 25, I think from reading the posts that they will be doing an update to Super Rugby sometime next year, hopefully in the first couple of weeks of the Super Rugby season. In the meantime, I've sort of took it upon myself to start editing all the Super Rugby players for the season that we just went through for 2025. I thought during the Christmas break and during the summer, I'll just play a campaign or two with one or two teams. So I've been going through basically editing all the players in each clubs. So in total, we've got 490 players. I've probably done about 6 or 7 clubs at the moment. Um, Probably the issues I want to highlight, um, basically with the game. I mean, why I'm doing this is because the stats to me are unrealistic. So if we look at props, for instance, um, Pori, Rakati, Stones, speed and acceleration, all 65 out of 199. Pretty much it's like this for every single prop in various competitions. If we go to Tavita Mafaleo, um, same thing. Just seems to be generic stats for many of the players in their positions, um, which to me is quite dull. Um, but the positive is that the person in charge or the team leader uh, for the developer in handling Rugby 25 has indicated they have hired a stat person to start working on rugby player stats in the game. Maybe it will be for another title to be released in the future as well, possibly another rugby game. But I think it's a great positive move by the developer because, we look at the locks. Nearly all the locks in various competitions have a speed and acceleration rate of 72. Again, these are just unrealistic speed stats for forwards. And I feel it's part of the reason why we have problems in this game with AI being able to score, um, because simply defensively, players such as forwards can run too quick to tackle, um, you know, various other players in different positions, centers and wingers. Sometimes the centers' speeds are not much different to the locks. I mean, I've seen speeds for centers at about 75 acceleration speed or going up to about 85. So there's not a lot of room for vast differences in speed. Um, but yeah, you bring up all these locks. They're all the same. Let's go to. I haven't edited the blues. Just have a look at non-all black locks. Not much difference. Speed of 70. Um, the speed's just way too quick. If we go to props for the blues, I'm sure we'll just see 65. Um, Yeah, 65. Have a look at centres. Yeah, 75 average speed for centres in the game. So you've almost got locks and centres at the same speed. So yeah, these are the issues. And for me, it's a painful process to go through 480 players for a competition, or even the URC, which has about 700, 800. It's a very tedious process. I can't spend more than maybe 2 hours a day doing this. Usually takes me an hour per team or a bit under. So yeah, I mean, if they're going to get a stat guy to get proper stats from somewhere in the future, then that's excellent. And that seems what they're going to be doing now. So what I will be doing is posting on my channel a campaign or two. I think I'll start with the Highlanders very soon, probably this weekend. And we'll see how much better, it's going to play. Just bring up the Highlanders. So I have edited them already. Put my own stats that I think the players should have. It is high to get forwards basically over, I'd say 85. If you're getting forwards over 85, they're pretty much a test forward. Props a bit difficult because they seem to get a higher overall rating based on speed. But even De Groot, I don't know what I put him as. Put him a bit quicker. But I put a lot of stats for props in the 30s for speeds. But yeah, this is the kind of thing that I've been doing. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the other thing I probably want to highlight is someone like, for instance, Taniela Tupou, who I've always been a big fan of. Oops, just bring up Tupou for the Waratahs. He didn't have a great year at the Waratahs, really struggled with his fitness. So, for instance, my take on that, I've put him stamina out 70 out of 99. Most forwards have a stamina of 80 in the game or higher, 85. Tupou really struggled with his fitness for the Waratahs during the Super Rugby season. He has improved since playing for the Wallabies in tests throughout the year. Another example, someone, and people might disagree, but that's okay. We all have the game to adjust what stats we think they should be for players. Tom Liner, not great defensively. I put him at 39% out of 99, 100 for tackling. So, yeah, it's just things like this. But it's great that we can edit these stats. So, yeah, we'll see. I'll get campaign started soon for Super Rugby. So it'll be a guinea pig test. I mean, the major issue still that I find with the game is that the kicking power of any player is not strong enough to propel the ball down the field. So that's a big issue when you're trying to tactically kick. Ball just doesn't travel far enough, maybe the most 50 metres. So really, I think a lot of people would like to see a lot of long-range kicking, a lot more power in the projection of the ball. That is hurting the game at the moment. So anyway, look, it is hard to make content at the moment, and it's why I just want to make this video. This is what I'm doing in my spare time. I mean, I'm also waiting on URC to be properly updated with all the players. I'm hoping when the players do get updated, maybe their new rugby stat guy has actually adjusted the stats for the URC players. So we don't have to necessarily do that. But I mean, again, I had a problem with, um, looking at the stats of URC players. I mean, if we were to look at props, if I can just bring up a prop here, same thing, 65 out of 99. It's just all across the game, just this generic stats awarded for players which are not, to me, realistic for real life skill sets. So anyway, look, I think that's enough for now for explaining my points here. But look, everyone, thanks for the support on the channel. I've been really quiet lately because I just feel it's been a real struggle to show entertaining matches. AI still is way off in playing challenging or exciting rugby, and most of the time you end up winning the games, so it is a bit boring. I do find career mode a little bit more challenging, so we will see once I get a whole competition edited with stats. So stay tuned. Anyway, bye everyone.